So I feel like my spending habits have been all over the place as I try to adjust to this new way of life. Like, I've been saving money on transportation and entertainment, and I've been spending more money on things like groceries. And if you're anything like me, your spending habits have probably changed as well. Not only that, July is a very special month for me. It is my birthday, it's my sister's birthday, and just a lot has happened in July. So quarantine or not, we had to celebrate, we had to acknowledge another year of life, which we are so blessed and grateful for. Not only that, I did a 30-day self-love challenge, so we were spending money this month. Overall, I don't regret any of the purchases that I made in July because July was the month of recharging that I needed so badly. If you're new here, my name is Sabrina Raynique, and on this channel, we live a life that we love while planning for a life that we want, all through personal finance, travel, and lifestyle. So if you like videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell notification button. In this video, we're going to be talking about what I spent in the month of July during quarantine, so let's get into it. All right, so we can get the boring stuff out the way. At the beginning of every month, I always pay my rent, my Wi-Fi, my gas, and my energy. So my rent is $1,168.47. My Wi-Fi is $37.41. My energy is $35.53, and my gas is $16.26. So next, on the very first day of the month, I spent $110 to file my taxes. Now, truthfully, I feel like that should not even count. Also, on July 1st, I spent $49.80 on groceries because I knew that my sister and my best friend were coming into town for my birthday and they'd be hungry. I did not want them to starve in my house, so I just went to get some quick groceries. On July 2nd, I spent $67.27 on a really cute Polaroid camera for my sister for her birthday, and she was so excited. It's such a cute little camera. It basically, like, when you take the pictures, it will print out the pictures right away, and it was just really cute, something that she said that she wanted. So originally the camera was $117.27, but I tried to be frugal with this because I had a Delta gift card from a bad experience that I had 2 years ago. And I never used a gift card, so of course, if you don't use the gift card in a set amount of time, it expires. So I called this Delta representative and I was basically like, hey, I have this gift card, can you reinstate it for me? And the gift card was for $50. So the representative is like, sure, we can see what we can do. When was the gift card for? And I was like, June of 2018. And she was like, what? I was like, yep. But long story short, she was able to reactivate the gift card for me, and I used it towards my sister's camera, so that way I didn't pay $117, I ended up paying $67. So now it's July 3rd, and today is the day that I'm getting ready for my little birthday shindig. So basically for my birthday, I invited a small group of friends to my apartment, and we just hung out on my rooftop. We had food, we had drinks, we had music. It was very chill, but also very much so needed. I forgot how much I missed people. On July 3rd, I basically spent some time doing different errands, making sure I got the food, making sure I got the drinks, and anything else that I needed for my birthday event. So that ended up costing me $110.74. Also on July 3rd, I have a charge for my gym for $39.99. And I'm gonna need to call them because I've not been to the gym all month. So yeah, they're gonna have to remove that. It's July 4th and we grabbed some food somewhere, so that cost $15. We also ordered in on Uber Eats, so that cost $35. I think we got Thai foods, pretty good. I spent $2.04 at CVS. I have no idea what I bought. And then we also had a picnic this day, which was super cute. We called ourselves being athletic that day, so we decided to ride bikes to the picnic and ride bikes back to my apartment, and that cost us $6 for the round trip. So week one, I spent $1,689.43. So now we're on week 2, July 5th. I actually didn't spend any money. That was the day that I had my friends come to my rooftop. So I just pretty much chilled at home that day and got ready for the evening and had a blast. On July 6th, my sister and my best friend are still here. So we decided to have a little brunch. You know, it's still summer, so brunch is still a thing. So we decided to have brunch at home, and I bought champagne from CVS and I spent $28.27 on it. That day we pretty much chilled, and then that night we tried to go to dinner. We spent $21, and then the Uber there and back cost $32.08 round trip. Now, one thing I will say with Ubers in quarantine is they are so hard to come by nowadays, so they're just so expensive. Typically an Uber anywhere in my neighborhood would cost maybe $9. So for this Uber to be $15 or so, that's a lot of money. Now it's July 7th, it's my birthday. Turn up, it's my birthday. So it's July 7th, I'm celebrating my birthday, I'm feeling good, I'm excited. And today, you know, since it's my birthday, we're spending money. I spent $32 for someone on Fiverr to edit my birthday photo shoot pictures. So if you saw my video about things that I've done to save money, I had a birthday photo shoot, and it was basically my sister, her iPhone, and our Fiverr editor. The other thing that we did is we actually went to a restaurant. So this is the first time I had ever been to a restaurant during quarantine, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But we thought we would, you know, do all of the necessary precautions, safety measures, and all of that. And it actually wasn't too bad. We went to get Ethiopian food. Ethiopian food is my absolute favorite food. Now, I'm going to warn you, I haven't had outside food since quarantine started in March. So after going to a restaurant and getting a reminder of what outside food tastes like, things got a little crazy, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I kinda couldn't stop. And yeah, we spent some money. I spent $58.39 on an Uber, so the round trip there and back to the Ethiopian restaurant. And I'm just like, yeah, I ain't going nowhere because these Ubers are just too high in demand and they're just so expensive. I also spent $4.11 on a Lime, basically the electric scooter, because we thought it would be a good idea to try it out. All right, so it's July 8th, but it's still my birthday. So we're still spending. So that day we pretty much chilled and we watched movies, and then we ordered dinner. We got hot and juicy, which is seafood. It's delicious if you haven't tried it. And then we got ice cream. So that cost $44.95 for the hot and juicy and $9.15 for the ice cream. So it's July 9th and the spending continues. So my sister and we went to a sushi restaurant. We are both like super sushi fans, and I spent $72.62 on the sushi. It was really, really good. I don't regret it. And I spent $18.54 on an Uber. On July 10th, I bought a plant for $17.34. As I mentioned before, I was doing a 30 days of self-love, and one of the different actions I needed to take was to buy a plant. So if you see her behind me, her name is Erica. She's so cute. I love her. I also spent $5.99 on food. So week 2, I spent a total of $168.19. On July 13th, I spent $6.13 at CVS. And again, I have no idea what I bought. I just be going to CVS and I don't know, I just be buying stuff. So that is something I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for in my budget. I spent $24.02 on eating out, and I spent 99 cents on Apple storage. July 14th, I decided to get canvas printouts of my birthday pictures. You can see them on my dresser in the back. I liked these pictures so much that I wanted to have like tangible pictures that I could have in my room, in my apartment, and they cost me about $23 per canvas, and then I had to add shipping to that. This was a bit of a bigger purchase, I would say, but I just love them so much, and I really do like this purchase. On July 15th, I decided to buy a year-long subscription for Audible, and that cost me $99.50 for the year. Now, I do use Libby for some of the books that I listen to. However, Libby doesn't always have everything, especially in the time frame that I'm looking to have it, so I thought it would be a good idea to also get Audible. As a trade-off, I did delete my Apple Music. I no longer have that subscription, but I'm starting to regret that. On July 16th, I spent $78.50 on the Airbnb website, and you may be like, girl, where is you going during quarantine? Well, let me tell you. So me and my college friends, we typically link up every year just because we all live in different cities. And of course, this year's girls trip got canceled, but we wanted to see if we could kind of throw something together that didn't require us to fly, didn't require us to be around a bunch of people, somewhere where we could still social distance. So we decided to book an Airbnb in North Carolina and do a little girls trip there. I'm going to upload a vlog about our quarantine girls trip, and because it's a personal finance channel, of course I'm going to tell you how much I spent for the entire trip. So definitely look out for that next week. I spent $83.38 on groceries. And when I go to the grocery store, I usually take a bike there because one, I don't have a car, and two, I need exercise, so that cost me $1. Now, I can bike to the grocery store, but I cannot bike back because those groceries are too heavy, so it cost me $8.83 to take an Uber back home. On July 18th, I ate out yet again, and I spent $12.21. I need help. Like, I got one taste of outside food and I didn't know how to act. So that is really something I am cutting out in the month of August. The total for week 3 is $416.64. Week 4. So on July 20th, I spent $20.99 on my Adobe Premiere subscription. On July 21st, I bought a water bottle from Lifestraw. I actually still cannot believe how much money I spent on this water bottle. Like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, DMV water is gross and I definitely want something to filter it out. And then every time you buy a water bottle, you help a child to have water for a year. So I felt like it was a good purchase, and I use my water bottle literally every day, all day, but dang, it was expensive. I just wasn't prepared for how expensive it was when I went on the website. So anyway, I bought this Lifestraw water bottle for $52.41, and let me tell you, I do not regret this purchase. Like I said, I use this water bottle all the time. I expect to use it in the future when I'm traveling more. And not only that, I am grateful that I'm able to help a child to have access to good water for a whole year. It's July 23rd and I bought food for $9.18. At this point, I can't do nothing but just shake my head, honestly. It's July 24th and I bought food again for $17.43. On July 25th, I just rented a bike and rode it around my neighborhood. One thing I will say is I have relearned my love for bike riding, so a couple of times a week I will rent a bike and just ride around. I spent $122.25 on groceries, and then I spent $10.14 on an Uber. So at the end of week 4, I have spent $255.59. Week 5. So again, I was doing the 30 days of self-love challenge, and one of the actions that I was supposed to take was to take myself to my favorite restaurant. So you know I liked that one. Of course, I went to an Ethiopian restaurant, and let me tell y'all, it was a whole vibe. I sat outside, they had like different lights everywhere, and solo Ethiopian food, again, is a vibe. So if you've never had Ethiopian food before, it basically comes in a large platter, and you have a couple of different options of food based off of what you like. I really like the veg, so bomb. Because this is a communal style of eating, typically most people will share this big platter and you're kind of trying different things. So it's super fun when you want to go out and eat with a group of friends. Now, what isn't always fun, let's say that you really love a specific type of food that's on the platter, you gotta be a little quick, you know, you gotta make sure you get your taste before, you know, everyone else eats it up. So in that sense, it was definitely a vibe to be able to just eat Ethiopian food by myself. Now, what is not a vibe is that bill, okay? So when I got the bill, I was like, dang, you know, usually I'm splitting it with 3 or 4 people, so it's usually not that expensive. But when it was just me, it was a little bit more expensive than I expected. So my bill ended up being $62.02. That did include tip, but the good thing was I had leftovers, so I was eating good for at least another day. I also spent $26.84 on an Uber there and back, and I spent $7.82 on dessert. Week 5 total, $88.86. So that is how much I spent for the month of July. I will say it is definitely more than I would normally spend. Normally, I don't spend money on anything besides groceries and maybe like biking around my neighborhood. But regardless, a lot happened in July. It was such a transformative month for me. I celebrated a birthday. I did a ton of reflection. I got to see some of the closest people to me. And it's been so long since I've seen them, so that was such a blessing to be able to spend some time with them. I started this YouTube channel, so a lot happened in the month of July, and I absolutely do not regret any of the purchases that I made. Now, by doing this video and really being able to reflect on, you know, the money that I'm spending, I have realized something, which I think is great. So I have been saving money on different things such as transportation. I'm definitely not eating out as much. Don't judge me based off of this video. And I realized that money has not been reallocated. I haven't moved that money from my transportation fund into my eating out fund and my entertainment fund and put it elsewhere, which is why I have this surplus of money. So I think now would be a great time to reevaluate my budget and see what's the best way that I can make this money work for me. Of course, there's always more investing to be done. There's always more savings to be done. Maybe I want to invest in a course or something like that. So I think there are better ways where this money could be going. So I do want to make sure to take some time to really focus on that. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, or if you want me to do a part 2 of this video where I am showing you how much I spend on a month that isn't my birthday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.